My first day on the highway patrol was February the 20th, 1983. I was 29 when I come on the highway patrol, so that's a little older. I was oldest in my class, but the highway patrol was always the one that looked more, I don't know, it seemed like they stood out to me more because of the way they held themselves and the way they worked and approached people and talked. And of course that whip on that patrol car really got your attention too, because when you go down 26 and you had that whip, everybody saw that whip. There was an article come out in the wanted ad in the newspaper, Highway Patrol hiring, and that was the address. And you sent your information, your address and your name into that address, and it was in the want ads of the newspaper. So that's much different than how they recruit now. But I saw that and I thought to myself, I'm going to respond. And I did. But I did not know when I applied that there was not but 6 in the state. That when I got to Columbia that day on the 20th, there was going to be 2 other females in my class of 50. So there was 3 females in that class of 50 troopers. And when you go into a male-dominated field, you think you may be treated differently, and you prepare yourself for that. But with my class, it was just like having a big family. But I never expected to be treated different. I did not want to be treated different. I needed the same training that the men were getting. I was in Walmart and I was tapped on the shoulder. Now back in the day that I was on patrol, you didn't have the cameras. So I would tell you what I thought about you doing your family the way you were doing them. Life lessons. And I turned around and this tall male was standing behind me. He said, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I said, "Well, no." He said, "You arrested me for DUI." And I'm thinking, okay, here we go. And then he told me, he said, "I'm so thankful for you." He said, "You changed my life." He said, "I never drunk another drop." And he told me, he said, "You know, you preached to me all the way to jail about my family." And he said, "You know, I never drunk another drop." There's so many opportunities for the highway patrol, and with men and women both. And it's more than just driving that car with a wing on the side. You get to meet so many different people. There's so many different things that you get to do that I would have never got to do had I not been on the highway patrol. I don't want them to ever be discouraged because there's always tomorrow.